What's up, guys?
Howdy, howdy.
All right. Get this going here. Bum, 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 bum. Eve, what's up, guys? All right. For some reason, whenever I start the streaming on YouTube, it opens a page and shows me the streaming, and then I can start hearing the audio that's like 30 seconds behind me, and it's really annoying. I don't know why it does that.
Personal stadium. Aw.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, we got Devlin back. Welcome back, Devlin. Glad you're here. All right, without further ado, let's jump into this. Today's game is called Just Guitars. And I'm going to give you a couple files.
When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light.
So we got that. It's kind of a pop EDM vocal. Got a pad that goes with it, so you can just pop them in. Now, you do not have to use this drum beat. You can if you want, if it's easier for you. But the main thing I want you to focus on is guitars, putting in all kinds of different guitars. If you want to make percussion out of guitar tracks, you can do that as well. The main focus is guitars. If you do need to add a little bit of percussive stuff or an effect or something, that's fine. Just don't add any more instruments. Okay. So unless it's a guitar. So if you need a bass, it needs to be a bass guitar. If you need a pad, you got to make something out of a guitar, that kind of thing. You need a pluck, it's got to be a guitar. Did I say guitar enough? All right.
What's the BPM? I didn't see it in that file name, but maybe I'm just not seeing it.
123. So if you download it on the drums, it's 123.
Okay.
The key is G flat. And I think it's just like a 1, 4, 5, 6 chords in there. I think it's super, super basic.
Okay.
And yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. All right. Somebody has a question. Oh, Julie says, you're sad to have missed the evil clown one. Well, you better go back and do it. And then when you're done, let us know so we can listen to it. It was a fun one. All right. Any questions? Okay. Go forth. You're on the hook. I will see you at the top of the next hour. Top of this hour. Good luck, everyone. All right, for anybody watching, I'm going to do this live, and I need to shut down some programs. Computer might be like slow here, and definitely shut down the Photos app. That is such a hog. All right, I am going to now share my DAW. I use Ableton Live. I have used it just forever and a day. It works for me. I really like it, but it doesn't matter what DAW you use, as long as you like the DAW and you're comfortable with it. Nearly every DAW is pretty freaking amazing. So you can do incredible things, even with basic DAWs like GarageBand. I'm going to open Just Guitars because I had already started that session. And when I say started that session, I mean, I have inputted the files into it. I haven't done anything else. So I'm still with you guys. All right. So I got this vocal. So we're going to start off looking at this vocal here. I love my vocals always being in hot pink. And we're going to change our pad to something like, actually, pads I like as yellow. Don't know why. We're going to make that yellow.
When you're lost on a moonless
All right, and I need to unwarp these because they're all in 123, and I may probably just keep this in 123. And let's do this. Interesting that this is slightly off. All of these are slightly off. Weird. Whoever rendered these files did a crappy job. I'm gonna just tell you. So I want to just loop this, and interesting. There's something weird about this loop. Let's start off with drums. Look at this a little closer. Do not like whoever rendered this. They did not know what they're doing. Let's unloop it. Let's put this right on the beat. And let's start this from here. Then go to here. That. Then I'm going to render that, or okay, if I've got my file like this, but it doesn't fill out this whole thing. So we're going to do this. Three, go up three, like that. So how about we're going to unwarp it. Man, these files are fucked up. Do not like this. Do not appreciate this at all. Hate it when people do this. So hit warp. And I want to move this 3 in. 1, 2, 3. Go all the way to the end and move this. The very end. That's good enough. I'm going to warp that, and now we can. Oops. Before we do that, I want to change this to black. Complex will work. Now we'll render it. There's different type of warp modes, and you have to be careful because the beats are definitely better for if you're just looping something like a percussion, but it often introduces artifacts. I like the complex mode. So I want guitar sounds. So I'm going to go into Splice and I want to look for guitar hits. Snap hit. Guitar. Percussion. I know this sounds weird, but cajon, brass, steel drum, keys, cowbells, tablas, shakers, drums, mallets. What if I did guitar percussion? Yeah. Percussion, guitar. Ooh, I like that. Let's try this.
Outside, be a guiding light when you don't. Outside, be a guiding light. Before too tight, when it's cold outside, when you're lost on the moon. Outside, be a guiding light. Wrong, before too tight, when it's cold outside, when you're lost on the moon. Outside, be a guiding light.
I don't even like this.
When you're lost on the moon. Outside,
And I'm just going to play. This is in B flat, and this is G flat. So we're going to drop this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop it down 4.
when you're down the moon. Outside, be when you're down.
Here we go.
When you're down the moon. Outside, be a guiding light. So down outside, be a guiding light. So be a guiding light. Stone side, be a guiding light. Side, be a guiding light.
And we have kind of a percussive type thing. Guitar percussion kick? What does that do? Guitar percussion. I think what I'm going to do.
Side, be a guiding light. Stone side, be a guiding
What this is going to do, but I'm going to try. Let's see. Let's add a little vocal effect to this, and let's just do like a body, breathy, broken, cathedral, clean and dynamic. Let's do a vocal assistant here.
You didn't be far behind, I will hold you tight. When it's cold outside, when you're lost on a moon, you didn't you tight.
I think I want to try a harmony on here. And set the scale. Got to always, for some reason, this often crashes my computer.
You didn't you didn't I'd be your guiding light. I promise I'll be far behind. I will hold
What is going on? It feels like nothing is actually going through this thing. I wonder.
when you're lost on the moon.
Yeah, Nectar has a lot of issues. I don't know what it is about this program, but it seems to have a lot of problems. Let's put Nectar back in.
When you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. I promise I'll be far behind you tight. When it's cold, when you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. I promise I'll be far behind you tight. When it's cold outside, when you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. When you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. I promise I'll be far behind you tight. When it's cold outside, when you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. I promise I'll be far behind you tight. When it's cold outside, when you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. Be far behind you tight. When it's cold outside, when you're lost on the moon, your side be your guiding light. Be far behind you tight. When it's cold outside, when you're side be your guiding light.
Downloads, documents, desktop, drums. There we go. I'm just going to make a simpler, or not even that. Okay, so I need something to. I think I need a bass guitar now. And I'm going to put this in a different key. 1, 2, 3, 4. So going down 4. Um, all right, let's grab this and let's do. Nope, that's not what I want. And I need something that is picked, maybe. I need a bass 5. 5 of bass. Mm, mm, mm. This needs to just be vibing on. All right. Let's grab for part 3. I want to do bass. I want to do picked, slapped. Hardcore bass. Let's try that. Mm, 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 mm. So why is it so quiet? I want to. What is going on with that? What am I hearing there? Mm. Uh, Running out of time fast. All right, trying to add a little bit of percussion here. Let's reverse that. Damn it, I'm running out of time, and this could be fun. Oh shit. Crashes. Crashes. Yes, I want to recover my work. Please recover my work. Please. Don't mess up, please. All right. Don't need to report a crash. What?
Let's go to time when you close down the
What? 1, 2. What? 3. Oh my gosh. I think it was.
When you're lost on the moon, when you're lost on the moon, your sight.
Okay, so this number 4, we have, I'm going to do guitars and I'm going to do muted. Vintage, is there a mute? Yeah, something like that.
When you're lost on the moon, your sight be a guided and to the tide. Let's go outside. When from the sun we to the tide. Let's go outside.
Shoot. Nope, I want 2.
From the sun we to the tide. Let's go outside. From the sun we to the tide. From the sun to the tide. From the sun to the tide. From the sun we to the tide. From the sun to the tide. be a guiding light. Too tight. Let's go to something when you like be a guiding light. Too tight. Let's go to something when you
Um, shoot, I'm running out of time. I'm out of time. Dang it. One, I could play with this for a long time. All right, I'm rendering it now. Did not get very far. I mean, I got far, but there's 1,000 more things I want to do. Mhm. Okay. All right, let's put this in.
Howdy. Haven't yet submitted. It's bouncing right now.
Okay. Hang on the call when we're done and we'll talk a little bit. Ugh. Man, I wanted more time on that one.
Me too. I
could
wanted
s-
drums, but well, I have like a whole second part in mind of what I could do with it, but well,
Yeah, I have so many ideas that just, but I just takes too long.
yeah, you'll see with mine. It's different,
Okay, cool.
which I'm excited by. But like, yeah, I'll explain later. I'll be cryptic for now.
Don't give away anything. We're missing Robert. Robert at. All right. Do this. We don't start on time, people will start getting used to that. So I don't see anybody else's in here, so I'm going to just play mine first, I guess.
Mine will be there momentarily.
All
Mine
right,
too.
here you go. So it basically repeated identically. There was no other part to it. I don't know why I repeated it. There's nothing else
Sure.
that.
It sounded good twice.
Thanks. Yeah, I had a lot of
Groovy.
ideas. I wanted to make it a lot more cool, but I just was trying to get the main parts in, and I wanted to do some cool flipped and glitch stuff, and I wanted to find some like guitar hits to actually make a drum set out of guitar hits, and I just didn't have enough time, and I don't have a guitar in here to do that with. I probably could have grabbed it from the other room. So I went to Splice, and then I was like, I'm wasting time trying to find the right, hits and percussion. So I just used the existing drums. I did find at the beginning, I found that kind of little, it's kind of this part here. That's not it. Some kind of guitar type clickety clicks things that I looped in there. So that was kind of fun. And then I just kind of went for a funky bass line, just keeping on one note. So anyway, that was mine. All right, Steve, you're up. You ready? Here we go. Really cool. Very outside the box. So what did you do on those words? Are you just flipping some of the words around?
So it's in 7. So basically just cut out 1/8 note from each phrase.
Mhm.
And a lot of them, she was holding out a word. So I just shortened that and then moved it over.
Oh,
And then I harmonized, like I changed the melody.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I felt like it. So I really wanted it to be major sevenths. So I want her melodic line that she started on to be the major seventh of the chord. So then from there, it just led to all sorts of rearranging the melody to make it work. So that took a good 20 minutes to get all of that done. But then I just layered a whole bunch of different guitar stuff once I knew the chords. And I really wanted like drums and fun stuff. But
did you do it with real guitars?
no, that was all virtual instrument guitars that I played myself. I didn't like use any samples.
Yeah. Very cool, man. I like that you kind of added it. I don't know if you used delay or what, but you kind of almost had 30-second notes in there at some point.
Yeah, that was just yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
just
like
added a part. It's sort of have you heard of Electric Counterpoint by Steve Reich?
Mm-mm.
Ernest knows what I'm talking about. So there's a lot of like swelling chords and stuff that I wanted to get more into, but I didn't have time, obviously. So I just threw a little bit of that in there just to have like a more movement, swelling in and out. I thought was fun.
Cool. It was really pretty. Very cool.
Thanks. Yeah, very, very, very different. It's
Love
like, yeah, the arrangement of like making it in 7, and then I wanted to use the drums in some way. I didn't use the chords at all because they just didn't fit. I didn't use the pad, but I wanted to use the drums in some way, but like I couldn't get it to quite work with the loop that was there. It just didn't sound right. So and that was at like, 5 minutes left. It's like, nope, abandoned.
Love it. Very cool.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Thanks for sharing. Let's go to the next one. Let's see, Ernest, you're next. Go.
Lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. I promise I won't be far behind, I will hold you tight, when it's cold outside.
Cool. Well done, man. It sounds like you've got some kind of guitar riff going. So you're changing the chords on a guitar riff. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's a contact electric sunburst guitar, and so yeah, you can just play in the chords, and how you, depending on how you play it, voices it differently. And yeah, and so it's a ton of different patterns to choose from. So it took me a while to find the pattern I liked. So yeah, that, and then I used Expand, had a what it describes as a Les Paul guitar, which is, it's kind of Hendrix at Woodstock kind of a sound to it. So I threw that at the top of it, and then Trillion for the electric bass.
Nice. So the guitar riff,
Mhm.
It sounds like you're changing the chords at the right time, but the guitar riff sounds like it's a little fast.
It's moving according to 123 beats per minute.
Let me just hear it again. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just playing a different pattern. The emphasis is different but I see what you're doing there. Yeah, good job, man. Very cool. I like that lead sound. That is really nice, clean, kind of distorted, clean sound. That makes sense. What was your big challenge on this one?
Time, as always. Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. And I mean, I don't know, it's funny because one of the first things I thought about was using like a nylon string guitar to do something kind of, sort of like Steve, although not as hip. But I was thinking about that as a contrasting sound, but I just didn't have time to figure all that out.
Sure.
That was the next step to go.
Yes. Cool. I love that you have other ideas, even if you can't get to them. It just kind of opens your mind up to all those ideas.
Oh, I always have tons of ideas. I just don't have good execution.
Now, it sounded like you changed the chords a little bit on yours. If I remember right, I think the pad was 6 minor, 4, 1, 3 minor. That's what I heard on that. Anybody else verify on that? But I like that you changed it a little bit. It was different from what it was originally. It's cool. Give it some freshness. Well done, man. All right, Mr. Greg, you're up.
When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. Promise I won't be far behind, I will hold you tight, when it's cold outside. When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. Promise I won't be far behind, I will hold you tight, when it's cold outside.
Nice. You got that chorus guitar. It sounds like the Cranberries came in.
All right.
I like it.
I wasn't that happy with what I ended up with on this one.
That's
Completely
all right.
at the time.
Oh,
There's a
no
bunch of
problem. You
other
did
stuff
great
I
job.
wanted to do.
He says you wasted too much time tuning a guitar down. So you use real guitars, I assume.
Yeah, and this is it's actually an E flat, and I don't know how to play these chords in E flat, but
Yeah.
tune the guitar half a step down, and it becomes E C G D, which is pretty easy, or E minor C G D. So
Right. I think you're doing the five. You're replacing the 3 minor with the 5, which works because it's almost the same notes. But it yeah. I could tell you went to a major chord there instead of the minor.
for which chord?
The last chord,
Yep, yeah. Mm-hmm.
you went to the 5 chord there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, man. And actually I really like those guitars when they came in. That chorus guitar sound is cool. I
was happy enough with that part. Like I'm happy enough with what I got in here, but there's not nearly enough. Like there's so much more that I wanted to do with it,
totally, yeah.
And a lot of that was just tuning the guitar down and then getting it to stay in tune while I was playing. So
Did you guys notice that the files themselves were not exactly lined up with the grid? Yeah, that was annoying. I didn't realize that. Because I get these samples from Splice and there's a little gap at the beginning. And it was
I've seen that in the other ones too, where there's a little gap at the beginning, and then once you remove the gap and shift to the grid, then you're missing that same amount at the end to fill it in. Yeah.
Can't get good samples these days. Well done, my friend. You have fun with it though?
Oh yeah.
All right. That's what counts. And you got to play with real guitars this time, which you probably
exactly.
Yeah. All right. Robert, I'm glad you're here, man. Welcome back. We were wondering where you were. Julie, let's go to you.
Lost on a moonless night up. When you're lost on a moonless night up. When you're lost on a moonless night up. When you're lost on a moonless night up. Lost. When you're lost. When you're lost. When you're lost. When you're lost on a moonless night up. When you're lost on a moonless night up.
So did you say the Pro Tools crashed at 155?
Yeah, it's because I was getting greedy. I did have time for I had a swelled reverse power chord into the last part, but I was like, oh, I'll do some bass. And then, no, Wheel of Death, poof, like a bubble popping. I had words with Pro Tools, but here we are.
Mine actually crashed also on this. I'm having trouble with Nectar. Do you guys have any issues with Nectar? Whenever I pull up the Harmony module in Nectar, I get about 10 minutes before my Ableton crashes. And it's really weird. I have to print it almost immediately. It's really weird. It's only that plugin that's giving me problems. All right. Really cool. It reminded me a little bit of Evanescence with some of that heavy guitar and the kind of ethereal vocal. It just had some flavors of that I really liked. Really cool melody. I like that you pitched it down, you pitched the vocals down, you kind of created your own melody out of it.
Those might comment in the chat. I mean, this Julie, you've really got a very distinctive production style.
Yes. I love it.
Cool. I'm glad you can hear it. I have no idea.
It's really good, Julie. That was very, very interesting. And I'm amazed you did that in an hour, to be honest.
I'm finding like, is anyone else like this? About the time I have to bounce it, I'm just starting to get into it and I want like another hour, but I can't. So anyway.
Are you
Maybe-
saying we need to have a 2-hour game sometime?
I don't know, maybe like a challenge to finish it in the next day or so. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I just need to be disciplined and go back and finish things I started.
That would be cool. Keep that in mind. Well, really cool song. Really well done. Mr. Robert, you're up, Mr.
Alrighty.
When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. Promise I won't be far behind, I will hold you tight. When it's cold outside. When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. Promise I
Wow. There's some ideas.
I know it was. I did. I heard the voice when I first started, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is gonna be cool. I can hear this as one of the progressions that I kind of usually do." I'm like, "Okay, I do it. I did it, and I did it." I'm like, "Wait a minute." I got just about finished, and I said, "Guitars. It's supposed to be guitars. Oh no!" So I had to go back. Good thing I recorded everything in MIDI.
Uh-huh.
So I tried to bounce everything in guitars. I took out my strings. I took out everything. It sounds so good to me with strings. I'm
Mm,
like, so I had to redo everything. I was like, I'm not going to get it done in time.
cool. I
So I
love
wasn't,
that. Oh, go ahead.
I wasn't paying attention. I just lost track of that it was supposed to be in guitars and stuff. So
No, I love it. At the very beginning, I really like that sound right here.
when you're lost on
I guess that's just the bass.
yeah,
I almost feel like that could just keep like an arpeggiator kind of just playing that could be kind of your engine in this.
yeah. I had a synth doing it and stuff. That's like a upright bass right there. Since I said, okay, that's going to be closer to a guitar. So I said, I took out the synth, which it would cut itself off because it's like a mono type thing. So it
Mhm.
gave that some kind of elastic type stuff to it. And it sounded really good with that voice. I'm like, I can't use it. So I took it out.
Gotcha. Well, good. It sounds like it was a lot of fun, and you put some
Was.
fun string guitar in there, and yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
explored some patches you're not used to exploring by doing this one.
Yeah, I did. I think I want to I think I'll post up what I originally came up with on here up there also. So
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome to. Awesome, man. Thanks for being here and glad you came back. It's good to have you
no
back.
problem. Thanks.
All right, Devlin, you're up.
when you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. Promise I won't be far behind, I will hold you tight. When it's cold outside.
Nice. Walk us through what you did on this.
Sorry, I really did not have enough time on this one because I was working in the middle. I've learned to just start moving things over in Logic and then pulling things over as I feel, here's an intro, here's a da da da. But I kind of just got stuck with that middle section and I started doing a vocal chop in the very beginning. And that took me like 20 minutes to chop it up and kind of work with that. But I'm like, oh, it's all about guitar. So I'm like Robert in that too. So then I had to hook everything up and like tune it. And like my bass was way out of tune because I was messing with it yesterday and I couldn't tune it. And I was like, oh Lord. So it was one of those projects where I think too, because I was using live instruments, there's also that handicap of the actual recording of it. So like, is everything, the levels right and getting all that and the inputs and making all that right?
Yep.
So this one definitely tripped me up more in my DAW. I was like, shit. So
This, your homework this week, Devlin, is to make that process easy.
yeah.
When you come back on, whenever you want to grab your guitar or your bass, if you like doing live instruments, you want to make sure that picking it up and start playing is literally a matter of opening this, opening that preset, turning that on or something, you know, like you make a little process for yourself on exactly how to do that for that.
I definitely think saving the presets, like somehow, can you save the presets into your templates, or you just kind of save a preset and then you kind of use it in your templates as you need to? Because I am getting into the templates and that's making me super
Good.
fast at doing other things, but like
Right.
something like this, I haven't really explored live instrumentation as much as I should.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of referring to the presets of your interface.
Okay.
What interface do you have?
Logic. Oh,
The audio.
Scarlett
Scarlett.
616.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's probably a software that goes with that, right? Where you can go in and save your mixer preset, like the routing of so when you can open it up, you can say, I want a preset, you know, open my preset that is for bass guitar, and you just click it and it'll have the inputs ready and your, you know, however you want to monitor it and all that just ready to go. So it's leveled already.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I haven't explored with that yet.
I do that for also when I'm doing videos and stuff. I have a preset for like record a video or record my DAW into a YouTube video, things like that that I use. It involves different routing and once you get it, you want to save that so you don't have to keep remembering that and reinventing it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Thank
Ernest says, I have my universal audio console set up and I don't change it. Yeah, exactly. And you can make it default to certain things. So when you just turn on your interface, that it's defaulted to a certain routing. Well done.
Thank you.
Awesome. Really good. Good job, guys. That was a challenging one. I didn't realize how challenging that would be, but it really is, especially for you guys that used real instruments. You get bonus points.
Hey, Diane, it let me post it. Can you play the one that I actually worked on?
Sure. Yeah. All right.
When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be by your side, be your guiding light. Promise I won't be far behind, I will hold you tight. When it's cold outside, I'll be by, I'll be by.
Yeah, those strings are cool. And I like that. What is that sound that you're playing? Is just a synth bass or something? The main.
Yeah, it's just one of the patches on the XV 5080, the Roland XV 5080
Oh, yeah.
module.
It's a great module.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. Again, I think that this track would benefit if that arpeggiator was a little more steady throughout it, so it didn't go into solo. It just kind of arpeggiated those chords. I think it would be, then your ear has something to kind of lock into.
Yeah.
But this is not about trying to make a song. This is about you having fun and just experimenting. So
I hear that. I can hear it. Yeah.
yeah, but really cool. And yeah, you're right. The strings sound pretty good.
I know. And at the last minute, I'm like, wait a minute, no guitars. Well,
All right, cool, guys. All right, guys. That is it for this week. Next week is all about taking some samples and reversing them and playing around with reversing. So it'll be kind of avant-garde. So practice reversing things, I guess. I don't know.
did you play yours?
I did at the beginning. I'll play.
Oh,
it
okay.
again.
At the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're lost on a moonless night, I'll be
just repeats after that. There's nothing new. So yeah, I formatted the voice a little bit. I thought it sounded kind of fun in the chipmunk area of vocals.
Sounds like something I would hear on YouTube.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
No, that is. That means it'll be syncable. All kind of people would be trying to use it.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. That was so much fun. I always love this. This is one of my favorite things each week, and I hope it is for you guys too. Happy producing and good luck this week, and I'll talk to you later.